3, 2, 1, go.
What's good, guys? It's your girls with NRI Passports.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm Drish.
And here's this week's dose of lighthearted, unfiltered, and unapologetic takes on
everything that's happened in the last, what seems like a year.
Yeah.
Because of so much has happened. So we're going to do a quick recap on all the stuff that's been going on Netflix and just pop culture in general. And yeah, we're going to have a quick catch up because it's been a minute. Oh, we're going to take a chance to make an announcement as well that we are going to have a cute little giveaway to...
for you guys, for all the support that you've given us. So yeah, be sure to check that out on our Instagram. There'll be more details
to follow
over there.
So sit back, sip your chai, and enjoy. And before we start, we want to make it clear we don't intend any disrespect to any culture, community, or anyone. Y'all know the drill. All right, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Okay, so lady whistle down. Cheers.
Cheers.
We cannot.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. We should have done like we should have got scones and all like that pastry crap that they had in Bridgerton. But okay, so we cannot start this week's episode. We cannot do it without Bridgerton and Love.
Bridgerton and Love.
Okay, okay. Off the top of the bat, first impressions go. Like, what did you think? Like.
So I enjoyed the first season as well of Bridgerton, and I was excited when I found out that, oh my god, there's gonna be an India, and I was very like skeptical, like how are they gonna fit this in, because I don't know if this is like historically accurate
no
at all.
There was no mingling, I don't think, of like people of color with,
because we've seen Lagan.
Like we know we brown, like y'all not gonna fool us with all this because you put a gown on the girl, that doesn't mean like we know the tricks, but I mean, I think that's what they're trying to show, like we evolved, like they were trying to show like what it should have been like. What it should have been
selling
like.
us hopes and dreams, but I liked the show. I enjoyed it. It was a good watch. I was very happy about the representation on screen.
Representation actually
but in terms of fine. Okay, let's listen to two sections. Representation on one side and storyline on the other.
I mean, okay, let's talk about storyline in general. For like storyline, costume design, the looks, the setups and all that. If I was to judge it purely on effort, like how they like the storyline played out and how the characters were cast, 10 out of 10. I loved it too. Like if I wasn't looking at it from a like really like being intricate about it, really good storyline, and I was invested in like the main character Kate and Anthony. I was like, well, goddamn, like this cute. But when we'll get into the specifics, and like there are some
spoilers alert. Like if you're watching,
also if you haven't watched Bridgerton by now, like social media should have ruined it for you anyway, because I swear to God, like I was like, I don't even think it was like the Bridgerton had completed a week of being on Netflix, but people were already making fan edits. I was like, y'all couldn't wait 1 week before
this is the reason why I binge watch stuff, because I don't want to like find out spoilers online, so I like completely blanked it out, and then when I finally got time to watch it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just binge through the whole thing. Makes sense. No, actually, the only thing in terms of just storyline, because we're sticking to that part, I'm saying in terms of storyline, the only thing I would say is I wanted to see them, the Kate and Anthony, more as a married couple. I didn't want to just like, in the end it was like y'all did all that for the sister that didn't even end up marrying the guy, but like in the end, like you know what I mean, in the end, a little bit of, because the whole time you see that they're arguing with each other and they have that like sexual tension. Honestly, it felt very Bollywood in the betrayal, like Mujhse Dosti Karogi. Have you seen that?
So
it felt very like betrayal in that sense, where you feel so bad for the younger sister. It's like you just got played. Like these guys are like giving eyes to each other on your wedding day.
But this is where I feel like as the sister she should have been more pissed, because keep in mind your older sister had been, for lack of better term, cock blocking the whole season. And imagine like in the end you find out that your sister's the one that's like trying to get the guy. My first thought, I'm not like, she's a bigger man than me, because my first thought would have been like, have you been doing that because you wanted him the whole time? Because she played the whole protective thing so well, like,
and dude, that was like crazy, because she was manipulating every situation to make it seem like I just care about you. I'm your sister.
Exactly.
Like, take a second look at him, and I'd be like, if someone did that to me, the fact that she had the guts to like come out in the end and say like, I do like him. Jesus, because honestly, if that happened in real life and someone was cock blocking you like that, I don't think you can go back from that shit, especially if it's your sister, man.
I agree. But I at some point, Kate's point was becoming invalidated as the time went on, because I like the only thing I agreed, and this is where the storyline I think was like, this was really well portrayed, was because they actually brought up the fact that I think it was some like lame ass, what's it called, spoken word type with a thing, the guy was like going up there and saying all that stuff. I was like, no offense, you could be the hottest guy ever if you ever did dumb shit like that for me. I'll be like, yo, you know what, maybe just go for my sister, bro. But here's where I had the issue. She said, Anthony, no offense, he is 18th century fuckboy. This guy has made it very clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wasn't even mad, because I'm like, you're so honest about it. I'm not even angry. I agreed. And I feel like in the middle when he was saying, he's just like, I just want a wife that'll have this, and this. I'm like, not that I agree with him, but I'm like, he's not lying. Do you see what I'm saying? At least he's not lying about it, and then. So that's why when Kate was being so overprotective, I'm like, but this guy's openly telling you that. Yeah. It's that situation, right? Where it's a guy telling you, I don't want anything serious, and then you are
the one trying to change him.
Yeah, trying to change him. So I was like, at least that's not happening. So that's why Kate, I was like, at this point, I feel like you're just picking crud, because you know what I mean? You just want that.
Yeah. But that whole scene when she finally exposes it, I was like, my heart was like, oh my god, I just can't believe I couldn't believe it. It's insane.
And especially because the younger sister was cute still. I was like, girl, you cute as hell. You nice and stuff.
And she was totally just in love and ready to get married.
Exactly. But you know what pissed me off as well? They didn't even do her justice. I was like, in the end, at least I was like, in the end.
No, they said the queen was like, I have a nephew who's single as well.
Oh, goddamn.
And I was like, okay.
Well, you know what?
When that happened, I was
like,
but
I feel like the sister won then.
Yeah.
Because you ending up with the queen's.
Even the queen was feeling bad for her. Damn, you got played real hard.
I know. But okay. So I feel like now that we've got the story, representation. Let's get into specifics.
Wow. First of all, I am so happy that they casted someone who is dark skin. Holy shit. I've never seen that kind of representation, even in Bollywood, let alone on Netflix. In Bollywood,
even when they do, it's never the main. It's never the main.
It's always the side character. It will never be the main character. It will be the best friend or something like that. But she was dark, beautiful features, skin, everything. I was like, oh my god. And wearing those regal dresses and outfits. I also saw an article where they merged a lot of Indian fabrics.
I found that out from a colleague actually, that they put in so the, the petticoats and stuff, they put those Indian sari materials and stuff. I could see even with the jewelry, because I don't know if the jewelry was very Indian looking, because I remember looking at one scene, I'm like, I swear my mom got that piece though.
Her earrings and her necklace, and then those bangles at the end.
But y'all screwed up the wedding day pic. Why y'all didn't do white sari? Haldi ka to kiya tha.
I know.
That's what irked me. I was like, why?
But I don't think in that time
no one was, y'all was still lacking there also. No, but that was my only thing. I was like, damn, had she come in a sari? And I mean, I'm not expecting that guy to come in the whole, that would have looked,
that would have been insane though.
Yeah, that would have been
full scene, Tere Gehraiyaan.
No, but speaking of music, the violin, the Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
The main scene that every brown girl must have died over. Is the fact that and this was rumored that they had Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, in Bridgerton somewhere, and I was like, wait, what? So there was rumors going on about that, and then when I got to the haldi scene and they started playing that in violin form while the haldi was going on,
Pooh should have made an appearance. Pooh should have been the older sister. That would have been, I would have watched that. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I loved that they put that soundtrack. Although I was like, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, really young.
Yeah, but that's I think that's the most basic main one, right?
Shiv was having her hopes up for Rahat Fateh Ali Khan.
Yeah, I was like, but wow, that was sick. That was insane to hear, the fact that they had that implementation. And there's actually there's a girl behind it. I forgot her name. I saw in the comments, but someone that tagged her, who she was a part of the team, and she suggested this idea, which all credit to her, because that's insane.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I like that. I loved all the imagery and the Indian, and you know what? I love this one scene where the guy was like, oh, people always think India is there was, I think it was on the boat with that filler guy that's and he was saying something he's like, oh, people have this idea of India being this dirt. I was like, good. I'm like, damn, y'all should be pointing that out. Because I was like, if you're gonna talk about it on the show, I'm like, please clarify this as well. Do you know what I mean? So that was good. I feel the way they portrayed South Asian people in general, I was like, On point.
One of my favorite scenes in the show was when she said that she doesn't like English breakfast tea, and she was like, I don't like this kind of tea.
Yeah.
And then you can see her like pick up a little bag and put elaichi in her.
Every tea drinker, tea drinker, felt that.
Yeah. So she was just like, basically what they say is that they just took our tea and like removed all the spices. And
y'all basically watered that shit down.
So that's why they said that when she took the elaichi and put it in, it was like.
I was like, that was. I liked that they stuck to. This is where I think there was just some parts where it got a bit like, when you're an Indian person, you just can't help, like, when you look at representation, you're gonna look at it from a critical lens. Where in my head, I was like, okay, but if you're gonna focus on every single specific, you're gonna everyone's gonna fall short somewhere. You know what I mean? But did you hear that part where she's talking about how many languages her sister spoke, and she said like English, Marathi, and Tamil. Y'all did your research, and
but you know what was the main? That I was like, whoa,
what?
Lilies.
What Lily?
Lily. They said Lily the whole time.
My God, Didi, yeah. I was like, yeah, she can. Oh, yes.
Every time she was like Lily. I was like, whoa.
Oh my God.
I like this. That's the key word.
That's the key word.
If y'all don't know what Lily means, Lily is a feeling. It's not a word. It's a
not
feeling.
Like y'all just being like, brother, can we not? Yeah, like y'all don't understand like the.
Lily is a feeling.
I saw this thing. I think you sent it to me on Netflix, like Netflix Golden. Like they did like a compilation of Didi, and then everyone underneath was saying like, actually it's so funny because like we live in Hong Kong. I said Didi in Mandarin means like younger brother. So I was like, dude, Didi it's a way of life.
Dude,
like
one time I was I went to Jersey to visit my cousins, and my brother kept calling me Didi. So his friends actually thought that my name was Didi. So they kept calling me Didi. And I was like, yo, that's not my name, bro.
Imagine his friends coming over. It's like, hi, Didi, what's going on?
Yeah, they did that. And I was like, that's not my name, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
It was so
that's kind of
funny.
like, when it's like when Indian uncles, when their wives come over, right? And everyone calls your mom Bhabhi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, do y'all know your name? Again, like on the topic of all this old time stuff, like my grandma, right? Yeah. I think even if you watch old Bollywood movies, they don't like the husband, the wife don't address the husband by the name. She's always like, oh, ji sunti ho. Like, I'm like, yo, at this point, like, well, anyway, getting back on topic. Yeah, overall, if you had to give a score to Bridgerton out of Bridgerton looks.
Ooh, first season or second season you like better? Yeah, I like both equally.
I have to admit to liking second better.
Yeah, I guess I was more invested in it. But out of 10, I will give it a 0.5.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, only because Anthony Bridgerton, by the way, I don't even go for white guys like that, but goddamn,
really,
he was fit. I mean, like outside of Bridgerton, probably no, but in Bridgerton, I was like, goddamn. I think it's because he went for a brown girl. I was like, I don't know why I'm respecting you a lot more.
And the way that he stood up for her in that dinner, he stood up for the family against the grandparents. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I think that's why I was like, damn, like you standing up for a brown girl. Like, I think that's what it was. I don't even think it's really so much about his looks at this point.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna stick with a 9 out of 10. But can I just say this? I don't have much hope for the next few seasons.
Have you seen the books? Like the books are basically
I haven't.
The books are basically every sibling story. So they are gonna go into every single sibling story.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm already very invested in that guy. The guy who keeps roasting her siblings.
Penelope?
No, the one who's like in
the painter?
The painter guy?
Dude, that's the story that I don't give a fuck about at all.
What?
I care. I want to know about Eloise. The younger sibling who's going to meet the printer guy.
By the way, shout out to Eloise.
She's a freaking beast.
Eloise is script writer.
Yeah.
I don't have no complaints. Eloise, the way she was just witty, I was like, you are fun to watch on screen. Like, you have been a delight to actually watch. Yeah. Everyone else's script writing, okay, fine, love, Rose, whatever. Hers was, she had such smart replies to everything, and I was like, and the thing is, especially with these type of girls, it's so easy to get into the overacting side. She was delivering. I was like, girl, you were wow. Eloise, I'm very excited to see. Although she's with her and Theo and that stuff. I don't know. I don't have
excited about that.
Let's see how Bridgerton plays out. But speaking of Low
and Netflix.
Low is blind.
Love is a blind.
Season 2.
What our parents have been telling us our whole life.
Basically,
Low is blind.
Basically watching Nick and Vanessa Lachey do what Indian parents have been doing for millions of years, and including like people from all around the world. Isn't this what my mom's been asking me to do for like the last 20 years? Yes. Love is Blind is, by the way, very much the process of modern day arranged marriage.
Yeah, fully. They just added like a wall in between.
Yeah.
The two people.
I guess. But
that wall in real life is your parents. Like.
Yeah. No, but I guess the only difference would have probably been like, in arranged marriage, you see a photo, I guess, of that person.
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
they're
most
like,
parents,
you all think this is some like innovative way you're gonna test like love and stuff, but like
our
parents have. Yeah, it's like you're calling
this is a 1,000-year-old experiment, bro.
Yeah, like we've done this like ages ago. We're trying to progress from it, and y'all are moving straight back and saying, let's go try like how this is gonna work out.
Like, let's form emotional connections. And I'm like, you guys are saying exactly what Indian parents tell their kids when they're like saying, I don't want to get arranged marriage. Like, this is what our parents tell us.
Yeah.
But
okay,
let's talk about the concept. Do you think the concept was good? Like,
no. I didn't like it. I thought it's very unrealistic.
Okay, honestly, in reality, do you think love is like this whole
love
experiment?
Is blind?
Do you think that experiment worked?
No.
I don't think it works.
I think it was a stupid idea. I think the premise of the show was pretty stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
What do you mean you gotta engage? Like, you gotta propose to someone before you see them? And that was kind of like, it's too far. And like, I'm like, y'all. One out of all of you guys are actually gonna stay together.
I don't even I'll say this. There was some couples in there where I'm like, y'all are not ready for engagement. With time, maybe. But by the end of the show, the way they were rushing out these weddings and stuff like that, I'm like, this experiment could have worked, but y'all messed it up with the timelines. Because I'm like, seriously, the whole point of the show was to see like real life love connection, stuff like that. You're really telling me, like science aside, you're really telling me 4 weeks. Even if I knew from the day, like the first time that I met someone, I'm like, this is the one. 4 weeks, you're telling me that this happens, like this, the external factors. This. And by the way, there was just so many parts of the show where I'm like, you guys are trying to be realistic in an unrealistic way.
That's what I feel.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm like, you're putting someone through an engagement for no reason.
Yeah.
Why do you need to get engaged straight away when you get out? I don't understand. Why can't you just continue? And date each other and then see how it goes, and maybe potentially in the end of it is a wedding that will be sponsored by the show. But like, why does it have to be proposal straight away? Let them see each other and do stuff, and then at least So that was like overall concept, not that great. Yeah, concept was a bit weak. Content
in itself, the dialogues that I was hearing, God.
Oh my God! So like, obviously the main topic that we want to talk about is
Dipti and Abhishek. I'm not gonna say shake. When he said shake, I was like, I already want you to get fired.
You are 2 rupee milkshake.
You are 2 rupee milkshake. I already want you to get fired. In fact, I want your cat to eat you alive at this point. Seriously. Like, what? From the beginning? No. Okay, you know what? That's I'm gonna be honest. I think when I first saw his interviews, like when he was speaking, I was like, yeah, you are cringe, but you're like on the same level of cringe as everybody else. Yeah. It's only like towards the end, and like when I saw him in the reunion stuff, where I was like, dude, you should just go to hell. Like, you know what I mean? Just go to hell straight. Like,
some of the things that he was saying, where he was like the girls were sitting behind, and the whole idea of this experiment is to not know what the other person looks like. But he was so adamant that he didn't want someone that was, looking a certain way, like either too heavy or something like that. So he was asking like, oh, if I were to go to a concert, would you be able to be like on my shoulders?
That in itself, I was like, oh my God, like, bro.
That's so wild.
But you know what pissed me off? It's like, as a girl, I'm like, you're lucky girls don't ask these questions, because I'm like, we can too ask these kind of dumbass questions, like, oh, if I saw you, like, would I look like, would I look like a gold digger next to you? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, girls can ask these questions too. So I find it really irritating that guys think like they have the license to ask like that privilege in itself to sit there and even ask about looks and stuff. Like, did any of the girls in there go and be like, oh my God, like, what did I like? I'm like, so piss off. Like, that stuff irritated me to another extent.
It was really annoying. But then I thought Deepthi was like really nice.
I thought she was
she's
a very nice person.
Very chill. So
her family seemed also very they seemed like such, I'd love to like wholesome.
Very good that she ran out of that situation, took a 360 turn and deuced the hell out of there, because I don't know what she saw in him in the first place. Because he was talking about how she's looking like an auntie or his relative. You're looking like an uncle, bro. He looked like an uncle.
He looked so old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't want to like shame anyone's appearances, but since he felt so comfortable doing so, I don't even feel bad. Yeah. But seriously, unless you are like a Greek god and like you have been declared universally by everyone, which no one has.
Hrithik Roshan, but
okay. Definitely can't, but no, but I'm just saying, I'm just like, the whole point of and I feel like they brought this up in the reunion as well. Yeah. If you are so concerned about looks and that's your whole thing, why did you come on the show? Yeah. And I feel like, you know what, I can even where I can to an extent understand the argument where it's like, oh, he really liked her as like for who she was, but you know, the physical attraction was, that's fine. But what pissed me off was the way he was going about it. Like, why call her an aunt and stuff like that? I'm like, first of all, you're just like, you're incest, bro. Like, what aunt are you looking at when you making comparisons to the potential fiance you're with? Like, please, that guy, that, you know, that should have been like not even a red flag. That should have been like, okay, he needs to be in love, needs a therapist. Like, that's the show you need to be on, bro. Because that was so weird to me. And then what also weirded me out was people that's like, I want you to play the wife, but then I want to go and screw around with someone else. I think that's the indication I was getting. For sure. And I feel like had the marriage gone ahead, that's exactly what he would have done. He would have been like, yeah, I'm getting the emotional support. She's cooking, cleaning, all that stuff for me. But I'm going to go play. So lucky
for her that she got out of that situation. It was kind of cool to see like a Indian like wedding type situation and like on a reality show.
I know, and I love that she picked a lehenga, and I liked her lehenga, by the way. I really actually liked her lehenga. So.
So it was cool to see, like, because I've watched like The Bachelor and Bachelorette like a lot, and I've never seen an interaction with you know, Indians on that show. So like, you know, when they go to their hometowns and meet their families, like it's always been white people. So I can never like, you know, you get that relatability a little bit when they're speaking and you're like, oh my God, like this is kind of crazy that the Indians doing this. So I really enjoyed that part of it. Like seeing the families come together and then the lehenga and the whole vibes.
I love Sheikh's mom as well.
Yeah. She was literally like, you ain't shit.
Yeah. Bro, we need more brown moms like that who tell their sons like, you ain't shit, you ain't shit. Like, or even just tell your kid for that matter. Like, you know what? I respect that, because I feel like there's so many parents that are just like, oh yeah, but that's my kid, so anything they do is fine. But it's like, if you're doing something wrong and your parents telling you like, yo, actually that girl deserves better. Yeah. Yes, please.
Because she fully said to him, like, if you're not able to give her your 100%, don't play with her.
Yeah, don't waste someone else's time. Especially when she could be like, but I heard she's with Kyle now.
Huh?
Yeah, she's like dating Kyle.
What?
The guy that was oh, actually, you know what? I want to talk a hot minute about Shayna.
Yeah.
The blonde girl.
Yeah.
What crud was she on, bro? I was like, girl, and then the way she got up to that other, what's that guy, Shane and Natalie, and she's like, that's a fake ass relationship. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, stuff like that, where I was just like, at some point, y'all gotta assess the candidates that you're letting on the show. I'm like, yeah, no, that was funny.
And they added her for a little.
Spice. And I'm like, but you got out in the end as well. But yeah, I think there's a lot of topics raised, like stuff like faith and I like that, because actually some of the points is valid. Like some people take their, you know, faith can also be an indication of whether you would be compatible with someone. Yeah. But some people, I was just like, are y'all just like, make it make sense? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like she should have told him before. Don't hide such a big part of it.
Yes, you cannot. I feel like faith
till the end.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought the show was a little boring, not gonna lie, but
I would watch. I think it was a good time.
I wouldn't watch it if there was
if it was just no Indian people in it, then I don't know if I'd be as invested.
Yeah.
Only because of social media, the way people were going after Sheikh, I was like, I needed to watch this, because I'm like, I need to see for myself this kind of lunatics that's going on. But yeah, that was a mad one. Speaking of lunatics, did you watch Depth?
Depth.
Talking about meaningful relationships and depth. Gehraiyaan.
Damn. So
because I know you love the film.
So Gehraiyaan came out like what, 2 months ago or something like that. And even with that movie, there was so much talk about it. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. Prime.
Sponsor
We're moving now from Netflix to Prime. Trying to open our sponsors.
Disney Plus, you next.
Yeah. Hey, Disney Plus has no Indian movies, by the way. It's just in Disney Plus Hotstar. But anyway, so Amazon Prime,
instant feedback, insertions.
So Gehraiyaan, I don't know how I felt about the. I liked it at first. Like I enjoyed the movie because I was like, I haven't seen like a romance story that's not like. It was like a modern romance story.
Yeah, it was modern day looks.
But it was also like, y'all are trying to do too much.
Bahut depth hai
bahut depth hai. And the most
scuba diving now
was the amount of times that they said fuck in that movie. They just wanted to keep saying fuck because they got the chance to now because they're on OTT platforms.
Scriptwriter was like, aaj to pura MCBC hoga.
But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was good.
Yeah.
It raised a lot of questions again about faith in the other sense. Faithfulness. faith and honesty.
वो तो trailer में ही खत्म हो गया
था. It was a little wild. I thought it was a little triggering, but
a little triggering.
The most triggering scene I feel was with what's his name, Zayn. His name was Zayn, right? Yeah. And he was like literally like dodging her, like his freaking hose, like side hose calls while she's arguing with him. She's like, show me your phone and stuff. Dude, that was crazy. The way that they filmed that, like that was amazing. First of all, the way that they filmed that scene, I was like, holy
the producer
shit.
Really went through it.
Yeah, I was like,
only people who know that you've gone through it know that.
And then when she's checking, she was like, why the hell is your contractor calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning 7 times and stuff? And he was like, that's my job, like that's what I have to do. And in the end, the actual contractor called him and his ass got saved. And I was like, oh my god. But I enjoyed the first part of the movie. When the thriller twist came, that's the part where I kind of tuned out, because I was like, now this is unrealistic and this is kind of stupid. But yeah, Gehraiyaan, I enjoyed the first part.
I feel like they would, I think for me it's the total opposite. Beginning, I was like, there were so many flashbacks that I was like, just show what happened or chup bro, like you know what I mean. But then the second part I feel like I engaged with a lot. But yeah, I agree with you on the triggering point of view, because the arguments, the way these
that was crazy.
The way they were arguing, I was like, यार ये तो अपने book में से page फाड़ रही है. I'm like, तुम लोग यार अपना घर का मामला ये सब मत दिखाओ.
Oh my god.
I was like, dude, that was
it was good. And I also liked how every character like had the only clean character actually was Deepika Padukone's boyfriend, the first one.
I know.
I felt so bad for him. Like justice for him.
Yeah, no,
but everybody else, like y'all were dickheads, all of you guys. Yeah. Like Ananya was a dickhead to Deepika was a dickhead to Zayn. Deepika was a dickhead to friggin' her own boyfriend, and dickhead to
Zayn,
her cousin, and dickhead to her dad. So like,
I know.
I don't know who I feel bad for, but yeah.
I think it was just one of those movies where I was like, I think so. I wouldn't go as far as, because some people were like, wow, this is one of the best things that's, you know, matlab kya zabardast cheese. Yeah. I didn't feel like that about it. I was like, this was good. It was a good watch.
It's also funny to hear parents' opinions on it. They were like, too bold. This is too bold, man.
I'm like, uncle, auntie. You know what I feel like? I feel like these are people who say Gehraiyaan is too bold. Are the same people that will watch Sacred Games and be like, what a plot.
What a plot. Yeah.
Shit, man. This is an amazing. That's my dad. My dad is one of those people. He's like, what? He's like just showing people doing all this dirty stuff on screen. And I'm like, didn't you watch Sacred Games and then rave about it and didn't like refer to it to 10 different uncles? So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's
Okay, good.
Yeah. Kangna Ranaut's ran on it. Was funny as well. It's like, it's pornographic.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she did like a whole rant on social media. Way. I was like,
pornographic.
I was like, all in all, it's been a good few months of content. Yeah,
I've actually बहुत मजा आ गया. Blast off हो गया. Yeah, it was good times, those, and it was fun. And we hope to see more content from.
I think this whole year is going to be very zabardast. You know why? Because abhi cinemas sab khul gaya na around the world, except honkers. But that's why I feel like they're gonna now do some real blast off looks.
Yes.
You know? So yeah.
All right. So that's our recap for the past few shows that we've seen.
Any recommendations?
Yeah, please give us any recommendations. We love
binge watching.
Yeah.
Kuch karne ke liye to hai nahi.
All right. So we'll see you guys next time for the next Gup Shup sesh. Please tune into our IG for a giveaway that will be announced, and we will see y'all in the next sesh.
Bye.
Subscribe, comment, and like these.